Well, first of all, Alice-Mary Higgins.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. I think it's going to be a really interesting long couple of days, but I think the conversations in Ireland are going to be very different over the next period of time. So for me, going in as somebody who's very passionate about Europe and passionate about environment issues, equality issues, I think it's going to be a conversation combining them that we're having in the next few years. So,
what about yourself? I think you're in 3% on our exit poll, but how are you feeling yourself?
So, first of all, I know that I declared very late. I had a small campaign. I had certainly a much smaller budget than many of the other groups. But what I do think is that I managed to influence the debate. I know, for example, things like the Sustainable Development Goals that I would have been talking about were taken up then by other candidates. They became part of the conversation. So of course, we see how things unfold. I know that a lot of people have put me in their top 2 or 3. I don't know how the transfers will fold out, but what I do know is that regardless of what happens, I will be a European parliamentarian in the Seanad, even if I'm not in the European Parliament. And I am looking forward to the kinds of discussions we're going to have over the next period of time because, clearly climate is going to be the starting point for those conversations. And the question then will be what economic policies, what kind of equality issues in the mix. So I'm looking forward to continuing, I hope, to help shape the debate, whether or not I have a successful outcome today in terms of winning the seat.
Did you find it a bruising campaign? I remember Brian Farrell, who was the great presenter I worked with for many years, and he always said, Miriam, on the day of an election, you must stand back and let people, either sympathise, commiserate, or congratulate. I mean, from your point of view, was it bruising? And are you glad it's over?
No, I loved the campaign. I love talking to people in Dublin. I love Irish politics, where you can literally walk up to strangers in the street and have those conversations. And particularly with the European elections, you're really having wide conversations, about the whole city or about the whole of Europe. So I love the conversations, but realistically, I just wish I had months and months and months longer so I could go and have, thousands more of them. Because in the end, I don't have a network of local councillors. It really is me and my team having conversations, around the city. But I honestly have really, really enjoyed it. And I've found it really interesting. And also, you get to every corner of Dublin, which I love. So it's been a positive experience. Of course, I'm hoping that, I do well enough and it takes a toll and it's tiring and it's, and I was trying to do my work in the Seanad at the same time. But overall, I'm glad.
No
I'm glad
regrets.
I've been it. No regrets.